Hello, weary traveler. I'm not sure what strange magic must have brought you here, but you have stepped into a realm of my creation. A sprawling city filled with danger and glory, and most importantly, lots of gold. I call it Isla Numus. Who am I, you might ask? The name is Jajim, and I'm the patron deity of gambling. Long story short, this group of idiots, or as you may call them, heroes, made a bet with me that they had what it took to make a vast trove of gold, but left some of the key details blank, so I filled them in myself. I sent them to this pocket dimension, into the city I had created with brand new bodies they'd have to attune to. Can these fools pass my test, or will they be trapped here forever? So, experience my world of trials and tribulations, and join alongside this posse of pitiful people, or as I like to call them, the Criminals of Isla Numus.
And welcome back to another episode of Criminals of Isla Numus. I'm your host and the Game Master, Skylar.
Very sexy as well.
Thank you, Quinn, for that compliment. This will be my voice. No, I'm totally kidding. Okay. Welcome back to another episode. We are in episode 9, I believe, which is very exciting. Almost to the double digits of our brand new show that we've been doing. Let's kick things off because there's a lot of information to go through because I believe everybody has leveled up. And I believe everybody is now at level 3. That was kind of how we ended things last time. You guys had a large amount of money after you won all 3 of the top spots of the running of the Minotaurs.
There was no cheating.
There was no
whatsoever.
Technically, there was no cheating.
There was none of the winners cheated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a fair point.
There's one person. There's one person who clearly cheated.
Whatever the case, you guys got a large sum of money, which you were able to use to level everybody up in the party up to level 3, which is very exciting because that's when all those cool, interesting features from your subclasses start to kick in. Except for Quinn. You just got more spells, but that is a key part of being a wizard is more spells. You are a utility, you are a Swiss Army knife.
And super squishy.
So
like you get breathed on and then you
pass out,
so.
Yeah.
You know, he only has 2 less health than me.
That's fairly impressive.
He just rolled
he's got 1.
He just rolled max on his last hit dice roll. So I mean,
all right. He's doing pretty good. So that's good. That's exciting. Awesome.
Beefy.
So with that in mind, let's go around the table. Let's who are you and who's your character and any interesting additional things that came from leveling up. Cameron, let's start with you.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I'm Cameron.
Cool. Who do you play?
I play Rorick.
Right. Tell me more.
Oh, he leveled up.
Awesome.
As you all knew, he was a rogue. Well, in his new goblin body, he's a rogue.
That's right.
He was a barbarian, so he plays rogue like a barbarian.
Right. Which is an interesting, direction to go there.
At level 3, I do want to add that when Skylar first started this podcast, he asked all of us to pick a random minion type race. That's why we all are minion henchman type races. And then he also asked us, which subclass would you like to be? And we all chose it. And so when he gave us our characters at level 1, they were labeled our class and subclass. But now that we're all level 3, we're finally the subclass that we were destined to be from the start. We had written on our character sheet.
It was pre-locked in.
What if I had chosen a different subclass?
See, that would
have flipped the table.
Yeah. So anyways, long story short, I'm an Arcane Trickster now.
Little bit of magic with your rogue.
I'll save what spells and stuff I picked.
Okay.
I've been hinting about old Rorick or his goblin named Fizzlefingers, where his spells are probably going to lean.
Sure.
So.
Well, that'll be fun to see. Yeah. If you don't feel the urge to announce yet, that's totally fine. Because it'll come up and that'll be...
I feel like it'll be quite obvious once I cast a couple.
Yeah.
Anyways, on to Fatty Lumpkins.
Yeah, Fatty Lumpkins!
Alrighty.
Tell us a little bit about your character.
I'm Fatty, and I will be playing Keto. Keto was a druid who, in his new body, has been reincarnated as a fighter. And at level 3, he is a fighter who has taken the subclass of a Echo Knight.
Nice.
So that will bring some interesting flavor to his backstory and actions.
I am definitely excited to see the Echo Knight in action because this will be the first time that I've ever played or DM'd in a situation with an Echo Knight. So I'm excited to see what the heck that even means.
I cannot be held liable for playing it wrong.
Maybe not.
You will have so much fun because any way that you think you're playing it wrong is also probably right because it's very overpowered but somehow balanced.
Oh, interesting. Well, there you go. This party needs a fighter, that's for sure. So now they might have a rogue and they might have a fighter, but they also have a ranger. And that ranger comes in the form of the player Jackson. Jackson, tell us about your ranger.
I play Dez. He was a fighter. Is now a ranger. So from close combat to long distance. Well, actually, I think my fighting style was archery. Anyway, I digress. He is now a bird person who doesn't know how to speak, which becomes very difficult because it's very hard to find sound bites for everything that you want to say.
That's true.
Anyway, since I have reached 3rd level, I have become the Swarm Keeper, which is phenomenal because I can just cast a swarm of little stick dudes and they'll come and they'll open doors for me.
Oh, interesting.
Or pick something up that's not very heavy.
Oh. So swarm goes outside of just, because I don't know why, but I immediately thought bees.
Yeah, so I thought bees at first, and
Okay.
then one of the suggestions in the book is twig blights.
Like
which are
Pikmin.
like little Pikmin.
Gosh dang it,
Guys.
Jackson. I have to go fix the character art. Look what you've done. Yeah, I had bees put on there specifically.
Bees! Anyway, it's fantastic because they take the embodiment of Mage Hand. So they do everything that Mage Hand can do.
Interesting.
And then they also take the embodiment of, what is the other cantrip that I got? Fairy Fire.
Oh, okay.
So they will go, instead of like, this guy is illuminated by green, purple, or white light, this little stick guy stood on his head and it emitted light.
Oh, I was really scared you were going to say that, like, he just gets swarmed by a bunch of little stick dudes that just grab onto him and he's like, ah!
No, they do the thing from like the Bee movie where they'll start moving in sync, going
Thinking bee.
thinking twig, thinking twig.
And that'll be fun to
Yes.
alliterate. So, yeah, I think that's all I have. I don't have a fun fact for you.
Well, I mean, I'd say the level up and the new features are definitely the fun fact, so I'm sure everybody's
He's
excited.
never kissed his mom on the lips.
That's good. Well, yeah, that is good. I had to think about that double take real quick just to make sure.
Terrifying if
Kissing your
his
mom is just
Kenku
weird.
mother had lips. I'm just gonna add that.
Well, he doesn't know his Kenku mother. He only knows his
I
Triton
thought
mother.
for some reason you said her canker sore lips.
No,
I was like, oh god,
Can't-
no, that's
Kinkers.
gross.
Because who knows? If he meets his Kenku mother, maybe they'll peck beaks. Who knows?
Oh,
Those aren't lips.
those
I
are-
don't understand.
Not lips.
That's
lips.
terrifying. A bird with lips. I just
Yes,
want to add that.
That is terrifying. Awesome. Jumping over to another bird in the party, Quinn. Quinn, tell us a little bit about who you're playing and it's something interesting, something new. You got some new spells.
So Feather McGregor, Lil Sauce.
Little sauce.
I got a few new spells. I think I got 3 new ones. Won't go necessarily, we'll wait until the time comes to use them. But
Fair enough.
I think we ended last time with I guess I haven't formally resigned, but since I've taken on a new look at life, I'm really not with the organization anymore. My former boss has requested to meet with me. He sounded kind of upsetty, so
Upsetty spaghetti.
yeah, upsetty spaghetti. So hopefully the boys go with me and we can make some money off this guy somehow.
Interesting. I'm terrified. By
should
any
be.
chance, do you remember what that organization was called?
Blankspace.
Blankspace. Thank you. I just needed a personal refresher.
What is this?
It makes it a little bit easier.
Taylor
It has
Swift?
nothing to do
Come
with
on.
Taylor
Topical.
Swift. It has nothing to do with Taylor Swift.
It's
Put it
not.
on your skin.
If Taylor Swift was on this show though, I mean, shoot.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't
we'd
say
be-
no to Taylor
we'd
Swift
be-
being on the show.
You have if you're listening, we have an
We'll do a
open
one-shot.
invitation. Open invitation.
If
We'll be
Taylor Swift
famous.
wants to do a D&D one-shot, we will do a D&D one-shot with Taylor Swift.
Or I mean, it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. And then finally, our last bird, Dave. Dave, tell us a little bit about your character.
Dave's playing Maki, a sorcerer bird who's missing his lips. Really makes it hard to drink. You just kind of have to jam the whole bottle back there. It's really not helping with the drunken issue.
I was gonna say that's Maki style anyway.
Bottle opener.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, he is enjoying that part. But yeah, there's also a darkness welling up in Maki this episode.
It stirs.
Oh.
And boy, does it make him thirsty.
Well, I am truly excited to see whatever that means as we dive into episode 9 of the Criminals of Isla Numus. All right, where we left off last time, like I said before, you guys had just finished the running of the Minotaur, an annual event where plenty of people, probably a good dozen or so people, run in a race in a closed-off little obstacle course, you could say, being chased by Minotaurs the whole way there, defying death, dodging obstacles, and I said defying death already, but yeah, basically trying not to die. Thankfully, nobody did this time, although people got shot, people got stepped on and trampled by the Minotaurs.
I'm pretty sure that civilian boy died.
That's true. That child that had nothing to do with the race but wandered onto the track probably died. I forgot. He got yeeted. That was a good story, though, and I got to tell some of my coworkers. That's wonderful.
You want to hear about this time a child died in our D&D campaign?
So I heard you guys are interested in playing D&D. Let me tell you about our experience when it comes to playing D&D. It'll make you want to play for sure. But fantastic. Yep, that's how you guys got a lot of the money.
By throwing children?
Sorry.
That's one of the ways.
It didn't hurt.
It didn't hurt. It helped our chances. The race, winning the race, and all 3 top spots of the race, no less, got you guys a large amount of money, which you were able to use to help you level up and put you where you are today. One of the sort of cliffhangers you could say that we left you guys with last time was that Feather McGregor had received a note from his boss over at the organization known as Blankspace saying, basically, my office ASAP. And anyways, you guys have just finished the race. The closing ceremony is maybe ongoing in the background, but for the most part, I mean, your side of it is over. There's a band that's currently playing that's kind of like a heavy metal kind of thing going on. It's actually it's one of the dudes that actually you had shot with an arrow in order to kind of win the race. That is one of the members of said band, but obviously he is a bit focused at the moment on other things, so he doesn't care about you guys anymore. He's focused on his music. What are you guys up to? Where are you guys headed?
So, what time of day is it right about now? Because that was early in the morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's going to be hitting
About
right around about noon, maybe 1 o'clock, when this whole race.
And I got
over.
the envelope. I just got the envelope through.
I believe a guard had approached you
Okay.
and saw you, recognized you, and said, "Hey, I was told to give this to you if I saw you."
All right, so I just want to bring up attention to the group and be like, hey, and explain the story to them, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
So I got this letter. My old boss wants to see me. Basically, I was a member of a secret organization here in town. I'd go undercover and stop bad guys doing bad things. Basically, my boss is kind of a very mean person. We'll just say that.
Interesting.
Can't really stand him, but I did a lot of good in the community. But now that I see this world is meaningless and means nothing, let's go figure out a way to get some money off this guy. Plus, I don't really like him, so if anybody's interested, I think we could maybe see what he wants and then go from there on how to make some money. I mean, if worst comes to worst, we just beat him up and steal from him. But maybe there's an opportunity to
In his office.
Wow, I mean.
In his own office.
I know the ins and outs of that place.
Oh.
It's about lunchtime, and there's gonna be like nobody there right now. I can get you guys some visitor passes. It is a very secret organization, though, so you can't say anything about
I personally will bring to attention to you as something that you would know that there's no such thing as visitor passes.
I know.
Blankspace.
I'm very much aware of that, but
Okay.
I don't want these guys to know that. So we're just gonna.
Fair enough.
We're gonna figure out how to get in.
There's no such thing as lunchtime either.
No, there very much is lunchtime there, and trust me, they don't get a lot done.
No
during
lunch
lunchtime.
breaks.
I also get my visitor pass every time I go to the Illuminati headquarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my friend. You don't mind that he's here, right?
Oh boy. All right, perfect. So yeah, Feather is just kind of giving you guys this detail. What do you guys think?
Also, this is why I had to kill my best friend. I don't know if I've thrown that out there or not before.
Whoa. That's enough to make one
Wait,
drink.
it's what?
This is how McGregor died.
Oh.
We were both undercover in a mission, and I don't know if I'd gone over this or not before, but both in a mission, and to prove our loyalty, I had to kill McGregor, and he whispered in my ear, tell my wife and kids that I love them, do it, and I did it. Poor McGregor.
And now you know that it meant nothing.
Yeah, I don't really feel bad about it now anymore. Still kind of sucked. He was cool. He did really good things with my sauce.
Bro.
What? No further questions, Your Honor.
It never sold the same after he
Never
was gone.
sold this. Oh no.
Interesting. Interesting.
What do the rest of you think about the situation? Not that situation. Just the idea of apparently finding money in Feather McGregor's current / ex-employer.
Oh, brother.
I mean, you haven't turned in any kind of resignation.
No, so he has no idea.
And you're just mentally kind of like quitting the job.
Well, yeah, I don't want
At
to
this
like
point.
go in and quit. I want to see what he wants because I want to see how I can profit from this.
Right.
There's gonna be a way to profit. Maybe there's a group that we're gonna infiltrate, and then I can maybe somehow bring these guys in with me. Because I highly doubt that he hasn't noticed that I've been hanging out with a new group.
Right. I mean, you
So I
literally
wanna
told
see
him
this-
that.
Yeah,
You were suspicious of
Right,
him.
I was suspicious of him hanging out with him. So I want to see where this goes and how. Like, there's gonna be a way to profit on it, and if it comes down to very, very least, please beat him up and steal his stuff and sell it. I mean, it's what it comes down to.
Interesting. All right.
Wait,
But-
so he might think that you're undercover right now still, right?
Potentially, but if I can vouch for you guys, maybe he'll let you in. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But I just want you guys there to back up, in case something goes down. Because I really don't have respect for this guy anymore. So I just want you guys there. Things go down.
Yeah, sure, I'll be there for you.
Yeah,
Sauce
let's go.
Put a
Let's go.
thin little hand on your back.
Whoa. What about the rest of you guys?
Dez nods in agreement, obviously gesturing and pointing in the wrong direction, and he just starts walking.
No, this way. This way.
I'll turn around and follow.
I'll be honest with you guys. There's really actually no visitor. I just was afraid you wouldn't come. So, but now that you're agreeing with me,
Hey, birds of a feather, what they say.
stick together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna assume that all of you decide to follow along as Lil Sauce leads the way to where he usually goes to meet up with the chief of Blankspace. And as you guys arrive, obviously there's in Feather, you definitely recognize this. There's a dude that sits just kind of on a chair. It's sort of leaned back on its back two legs and just kind of leans against the building, and he just sits there. He's wearing kind of a long what are those ponchos? It's just a leather poncho. Not leather, it'd be a fabric, whatever. It's just like a coarse fabric poncho, and he's got a big old wide brimmed hat that just kind of sits over his head. Looks like he's just napping there, but you know that he is actually essentially the guard to Blankspace. Make sure that people who have no idea what Blankspace is don't get in, and people that do know what Blankspace, they have the proper identification to get inside.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell the group, hey, just stay here. I'll come get you if I can convince them to let you in. And I say loudly, hey guys, I'm gonna go into this building here and shop for some antiques real quick if you wanna wait out here, because obviously the guard sees me with them.
Yeah.
And whatever. So I tell the group, give me 30 minutes at most.
Maki's like, ooh. Antiques are boring. I'll wait out
Yes,
here.
antiques are very boring. Try not to wander off. I look straight at you. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to
Straight
the guy.
at who?
Straight at who? Yeah.
Your name, I forget.
Rorick.
Rorick, yes, him.
Am I here?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah,
I assumed you
and-
and
Yeah, you were running, but you
Keto.
were running naked
Keto
last
went
time,
along,
weren't
yeah.
you?
No, I ran off from the guards.
Would you ever meet up
Oh,
with us?
that's right. Yeah, you went like off who knows where. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
we
thought
haven't
he
established
met
where
up
you're
with
at
us
yet.
after the end, though.
I thought he did too.
I don't remember you back up with you guys.
I don't know
Sure.
if it was.
All right.
Why
Hey,
not?
at
Why,
some
why,
point, though,
why didn't I just wander back up to you guys while you're just walking to this
Yeah,
place?
as you were
and
walking
just-
to-
Are you,
I'm just
are
sticking
you,
in there.
Are you clothed again? 'Cause
Huh?
I remember the one time you were running naked.
That was, yeah, I'm clothed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Do we have to level up in game? Give the money to
Oh yeah. Just to have a conversation.
Oh
with-
yeah. If you guys, that's not a bad idea.
Do we have that rock?
Oh yeah, you have the rock.
I thought we tossed it.
No, you got literally Feather McGregor
I'm the
went
one
back
who
and
has
got
the
it.
Yeah, and then I thought someone might have done it, but I'm pretty sure I have the rock.
Yeah, I think you do.
Who's got the stones?
Pretty sure I've got the rock, because I wouldn't have let it.
All right, everybody check their pockets. We gotta see if we got this rock.
Well,
Just pulling
check your
out
pockets.
larger
Yeah,
and larger weapons.
I-
Before we go in here, it might be a
Unknown
good
space.
idea to level up our powers.
Yeah, I got the rock here, guys. I don't know what to do with this. You guys do this.
Does anyone take it?
All right, I got my knife. Now, whose blood are we using?
Oh, whoa! We didn't do that last time.
Rorick holds his hand out.
No, stop!
Des
I
holds his
slap it.
hand out of
I
the
slap it away. Stop! That's not what you guys did last time.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I came from a cult.
You're good. Didn't you guys just talk to it last time, or like rub it, or throw it?
Des gives it a gentle kiss.
Whoa, that felt real nice there, buddy. What can I do for you?
Then I
Says a
chucked
boy.
my coin at it.
You just and it just
Oh.
like sucks the coin into the stone and it disappears. No, I'm kidding. I don't eat gold.
So we're at one goal.
Maki
One
grabbed.
gold officially.
Yes!
One gold.
What can I do for you boys? You hear just this. Obviously, this voice is just speaking in all of your heads.
We would like to formally level up.
Oh, you got the dough.
No, with gold.
We have gold.
Oh, what? All right.
Wait, which
got
is
the
it?
money?
You want
I got sauce.
blood, dough, or gold? Which one do you want?
I want gold. Gold, please. And thank you.
We have plenty of blood.
Well, you only have plenty of blood until you don't.
Well, I mean, we are a bit shorter than we used to be, so, well, at least some of us. So we have less blood than we had before.
All right. Well, whatever the case, if you don't mind, just put the gold into the stone, and we can. Oh, hey. Also, by the way, while you guys are at it, did you have a daily question for Jar Jim?
First of all, I'd like to say we haven't used our question. in a
That's
day
what
or two,
That's why I'm asking.
So we should get more. We should get like 2.
It's only been 2 days. You used the one yesterday.
I think we should get.
I can do
I
one
got a
question. Yes.
No.
Oh, they don't like your questions.
No.
How unfortunate.
It's a good,
No.
It's a good one.
No.
I tell you what, put the gold in the stone, and then you guys can discuss amongst yourselves, and then just call me back.
I have 16 gold in my name.
I'll put the gold into the stone.
I put the gold in the stone.
Okay.
I've already counted
For yourself, yep, okay.
and then I pay for everybody else.
All right, sounds good. Okay. The goal is that. Oh oh boy, look at all this gold. And you just hear like the sound of coins jingling as if they're being dumped out of a bag. And he's like, oh, really filling up my stockpile here. Oh boy.
What should we ask him?
When we get back to, this is not my question, this is out of character. When we get back to our world, can we just rob him of all the gold that we've accumulated? Is that actual currency in the other world, or is he just
fake
like a
currency?
dragon?
That's a good question.
It's fake currency.
That could be a question you could ask him.
I don't know if we want to ask this intradimensional being to turn out his pockets, considering he has pocket dimensions in him. You never know what's going
Shouldn't
to
we
happen.
just ask him?
Hey, can we rob you
Also,
when we
he
get
can
back?
he can hear us.
Theoretically.
I can hear
He
you,
said
but
out
I'm not
of
offended.
character.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think we would ask that.
Yeah, can I ask you a rule question, Jim Jam?
Oh, you're gonna just go right
No.
ahead and ask.
No, this isn't our question. This isn't like our daily question. This is like a question to your rules.
No, I don't.
I suppose it is fair that I tell you the rules to the game and leave the rule or the world to be part of your daily question. So, okay, fine. If it's actually one of the rules, I will answer it freely.
Well, it was just like, I think you... But if we ask you a question, will you answer it truthfully?
Yes, of course, I'd say the best of my ability, but this is my world. I have a pretty good idea of everything that's going on, for the most part. I feel like I know pretty much everything that's going on here, but I suppose it could be secret. I mean, these people are free to do as they please. This is just a world. This is a whole world that exists. These are real people.
How much of this world do you control?
Oh, I mean, I pretty much just let it go.
Oh.
Yeah, after I created it, and I won the bet with the other god that said I couldn't do it, and then I was like, screw it, this place is just, you guys have at it.
So do you know, like, what happens, like, the day after tomorrow and stuff?
No, I don't know the future.
Just the now.
Sure.
And the past.
As much as I've taken any amount of time to observe.
Well, my question,
Which, to be fair, has not been much lately.
What would be the best way to get some money? What's the best event? What should we do to get the money?
Is this your actual question?
Yes.
What is the best
No,
event?
what's going on now
Oh, okay. Right
thought it had
now.
to
that
be,
we should do?
yes or no.
What should you do
Does it
right
have to
now?
be yes or
That
no?
is a ridiculously broad question, my friend.
You would know what was going on. You would
I know.
Give me money now!
What's the one suggestion? What should we
I
pursue?
will give you a suggestion. I can't promise it's the best direction.
What if we ask if the mayor's cheating on his wife?
That's a good one.
No,
That's
no.
a good one.
Blackmail him.
Every day we just ask if important politicians are cheating on his or her wife.
Yeah, we gotta get some dirt. We gotta get some dirt on some people.
I have an idea. I can give you 3 possibilities, but you gotta earn them. I want you to really beg me for it.
All right, I started taking off my clothes.
Where do you get off?
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Roll a. I'll either do like a do like a performance check.
Bird belly dancing.
18 plus
Oh.
119.
All right, fair deal. I mean, that's some fine begging you're doing right there. Ooh, how embarrassing! Ooh, what a loser! Rolling around naked on the ground.
He's
Ooh,
just
look
doing
at
this
him.
in front of his old job.
Yeah, that's true. The dude leaned up against the chair. You just see him like lift the brim of his hat a
I
little bit.
give him a wink.
He puts his hat back down. He's
Yeah.
pursuing. All right, okay. I'll give you 3 possibilities. All right. Here you go. First of all, there's the Thieves Guild. You know of it.
Yeah.
But where it is, that you'll have to find out. But they've got all kinds of crazy stuff going on in the Thieves Guild, with robbing houses, stealing from museums. There's a lot of planning going on right now as far as the Thieves Guild is concerned. Lots of possibilities there for sure. But you'll have to earn your way in. They won't just let you jump into the next big job. You'll have to prove yourself. So you have to start from the ground up, as they say. that there might be a little bit of money to be made within gang activity if you want to join one of the gangs, but trust me when I say that they get pretty weird. Like I said, I kind of let people do what they wanted, and you'd be amazed at the weird stuff that kind of came out of that. Like I said, I've only taken a couple of glances and observations, but the stuff I've seen, it made me not want to look again, that's for sure. But where there's a cult or a gang or whatever the case, a powerful family, there is also money. And then third and finally, let's see, there's a variety of sporting events, one of which you've already participated in with the running of the bulls. But there are others in this city, some of which I'm sure that you know about, McGregor. Let's see, Blood Ball, heard about that. There's the wagon, the battle wagons. Those are exciting. I tune in pretty often to watch the battle wagons. I'll be honest with you. The Blood Ball, the battle wagons, that's pretty cool. But you'll have to get yourself a battle wagon, of course. Blood Ball, yeah, if you want to join that, you'll have to find yourselves a sponsor or have quite a bit of cash for startup because it costs a lot to make a team and join the league. Let's see, there's the Coliseum fight. I'm giving away way too much, if I'm being honest with you. This is quite a bit what you should be glad that you know how to grovel with the best.
Keep dancing.
All right. I think that's enough information for today, but if you've got more questions, of course, tomorrow you can ask another. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, and that's what you're left with.
Anybody else feel any different?
Yeah, it was kind of cold before.
Kind of have a tummy ache. That's a little different.
Okay, so again, you are standing outside of the Blankspace building.
Well, let's we got that information, but how about I go antique shopping, winking like real. And I'll catch you guys here in a few minutes. If you guys want to, look around, try and look into some maybe the blood ball or the wagon races, and we'll meet back up in a few minutes.
Sure. I thought you wanted us here for backup.
Well, yeah, don't go too far.
Yes, it's.
But I feel like if
I just sit on the ground.
that works too. 30 minutes. If you don't hear from me in 30 minutes, come after me.
What sort of region of town are we in?
Yeah, so you guys are still in Mediumville. You have not left Mediumville since you got here, although during the Minotaur races, you did kind of skirt along I believe it was the Asgardia district. That's Asgardia spelled with 2 S's, of course. But yeah, you guys have not left the Mediumville game or district yet, which is kind of like the poor but also kind of central district, I guess you could say.
I head in and go up to the guy in the chair.
Okay, when he leaves.
Well, you don't go in yet. He's sitting right outside. But yeah, you walk up to the guy.
Yeah.
And he lifts his cap and he says, "Well, hey there, partner. What's the password?"
Butterscotch.
Well, it's good to see you there, Feather McGregor. How you doing?
Doing well, buddy. Doing well.
All right.
Boss wants to see me.
Oh, the boss wants to see you. That's right, he does. Why don't you go on in there, because he wants to talk to you right quick.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a good day. Hey, say, who's your friends over there?
This is just saying that the back row will sit on the ground. Kill him!
I'm undercover.
End his life.
Oh, all right.
Just in the distance.
They think I'm antique shopping, but they all hate antiques.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I really like antiques there, but anyway, you go on in and I'll keep an eye
Oh,
out.
also, when you turn around to see
appreciate-
your friends, you just see Rorick just wandering off. Just wandering.
Hey, if you can keep that one at Point Rorick. Keep him with the group.
I'm not here to shepherd them. I'm just here to keep them from getting inside, my friend. Sorry.
As a favor, just keep an eye on him, please.
Well, yeah, I said I would.
All right, that's all I'm asking.
Oh, well, it sounded like you were going to ask me more. And then
Just
I told
keep
you
an
no.
eye on him. Keep an eye on him.
All right, sounds good. All right, and then he just, he leans back in his chair and he pulls his the front of his hat down a little bit low so that it kind of hides his face a little bit. And then you step inside. And as you step inside, it is suddenly the bustling Blankspace main lobby. There's other agents, other officers walking by. Some of them holding paperwork. Some of them are holding leather suitcases and satchels with paperwork, I suppose. Some of them, one of them is even, or a couple of them are hauling in a perpetrator of some kind. Whatever the case, I'm assuming beelining it for the chief's office.
Yeah.
All right. So you head to the chief's office. You can see him through the doorway. He seems to have like some sort of little stone in his hand, and he's like shouting at it or whatever, and then he just slams it down on his desk, and he says, "Come in!"
I open the door and close it behind me and go take a seat.
He's got his back to you at this point. He's just like staring. There's like a cork board on the wall behind him, and he's just staring at it. He's got his arms behind his back, kind of crossed. He's like,
Heather, I really liked McGregor. You know that. He was good, ain't he?
and he turns around, and he starts to walk towards you, and he just puts both hands on his desk, and you can see that his hair is kind of all mussed up. He looks pretty stressed. He's kind of moist from sweat and who knows, maybe even tears. His eyes look a little red. Maybe it's just lack of sleep. And he says,
And because you and McGregor were such good friends, that's the only reason why I like you at all. But damn it if you aren't testing it. Now I said that you didn't have to focus on those randos that were new in town because the king is dead and I needed you to investigate that. And what do I hear? I hear that you are running all over town with these new people. You're entering the Minotaur race, running around with Minotaurs. I heard you even shot a man with a bow and arrow during the race.
No, that was a friend of mine. That wasn't me.
You shot a friend of yours?
No, a friend of mine.
First time.
Friend of mine. I look up to him, rage in my eyes. What'd you say?
All right. I went too far.
Not pushing. I push him.
All right. I said I went too far, and I'm sorry. We don't need to go there. All right? But I'm glad you came to my office, and we can move on from there. What are you working on right now?
These guys are good people. I was I was
All
worried about them.
Okay.
We're on our own mission.
Well, I'm glad we passed that. Yeah,
Hang on.
now you can
No.
"What?"
We're on our own mission now. That
You're
doesn't.
not. You all are on your own mission. What does that mean?
It means I quit, and I just I don't know. I just walk out the door.
Badge
Can't say gun.
and your light crossbow.
Yeah.
I don't have the crossbow on me.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
I
told us
sold
you didn't want. Yeah, I sold it.
No, I totally have it on me. I just don't want to give it up.
Oh, roll deception check then.
Can't wait for it to be a 1 because he's holding it.
It's just hanging there from the side.
Don't know where.
Don't have it, do you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
Waving it
misplaced
around, like scratching his ear with
Wonder
it.
where it could be.
8.
He says,
I see it in your pocket, on my desk, your badge, your light crossbow.
What if you just ran?
What if I shot him?
What if I killed him?
Hey, it's your call.
Well, it's not like these are the police, right?
Has it been
No.
30 minutes?
no.
I clearly have
Been like
both.
5.
Des has spent his whole life underwater and has no sense of time.
What are you
not
doing?
even
Are you
here,
Are you putting the light crossbow and the badge on the desk?
Oh, that's a tough decision. I really want to shoot him. I really think he might be more powerful than me.
He is the chief.
Oh, borrow this real quick. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of this.
I would say that I think, for what it's worth, I think Feather McGregor has seen the chief in some level of action during training or something like that, and he is the chief for a reason. with that information and what you do with it, it's up to you.
Level up. So,
I am one of the best agents out there. What if I were
Silence.
throw the crossbow at him and it accidentally discharges? How could I make that happen?
I will roll a D100 and in a 1 in 5 chance it happens.
Also, couldn't you just roll a d20?
Oh yeah, that is a D20. I roll a D20 and if it's a 1.
Well, you can roll any dice as long as it's got a 10 on it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I throw my badge and the crossbow.
That's a D20. That's just a crit 1, isn't it?
If it's a crit fail, it'll shoot him.
I throw my badge. I take it and I throw it at him.
Okay, both of them?
Yeah.
How's it gonna dish?
That is a 5, that is not a 1. So it just hits the ground, and it just shoots into the wall. And he's like,
Oh, my wall! I gotta get out of my office.
I want to walk up to him. I push him again. Say, if you ever disrespect McGregor again, it'll be more than a shove, and that arrow will be going into more than just that wall.
And as you're walking out the door, just before you can slam it, he says,
McGriddle's dad called.
His dad called? Okay.
"Did you stop?"
Yeah.
You turn around.
Yeah. What do you say?
He said he wants to see you.
Alright. Just leave. Go outside.
All right.
Well, boys, good news is I got a new target that we can maybe,
Your best friend's dad.
No. No. I got a new idea for a house we can rob.
Your best
I
friend.
was gonna say you have.
This is
Whoa! Where the house is?
No, like the captain.
McGriddle's
obviously.
wife and kids.
The captain, obviously. So good news is, I think we could rob the captain. Bad news is I'm no longer part of the secret organization, but that's also, I think, for the good. But since I have no ties to it, I would really like to make it hurt. For what is the captain's name? Did we ever say what his name was?
No, everybody just refers to him as Captain.
Really like to make it hurt for good, but that doesn't have to be now.
Like he has it on his door.
Chief.
Or Chief. Yeah,
Chief.
You're right. Sorry.
Chief Captain's his
Chief
name.
Captain.
Chief
He
Captain.
has it on his door, and he has it on that little thing on his desk.
Yeah.
But nobody remembers it, like, because it's just Chief. It's just easier just to say Chief. It just whatever it is, it just floats right out of their head.
I know he's got a lot of antique weaponry.
Why does it keep going back to antiques with
Well, I don't know.
You like antiques?
I like
That's
antiques.
You like it? Okay.
So does the chief, and
There
he's
you
got
go.
a big collection.
He's got a big collection.
collection.
We don't have to do it now. I think down the line, I'd really like to make it hurt. Up to you guys what we do from here.
If we played our cards right, we could maybe leverage that into impressing the Thieves Guild somehow.
That's not an agreement.
I don't know if they're gonna want all this horse semen we got now.
I'm so excited to see who you managed to find to unload all that horse semen onto.
I think if we just found the right fence, they'd buy it from us.
It's entirely possible.
Well,
That could be your next question.
Who will buy this horse?
We can't say
That's why we're gonna buy this one. Do it again. Do it again.
All right. Who will buy this horse semen?
I beg you, Lord.
Where does this go up? Who's?
I have an idea of who might. I have an idea of who might buy our horse splooge.
But if I mention a gas station down the road, it'd be fine.
So we can prepare for any of those events
Oh my-
that.
I just got it.
No, I just realized them. But it'll come up.
Oh.
We can.
you can't say that.
But now I have to keep the whole
Yeah, you gotta
context
keep the whole thing.
I just have to literally bleep it out. so we can have that build up to that. All right, where are you? Okay, so you guys are all just standing outside.
I think I know who will buy our horse. Splooge. There's a group here in town. I'm very familiar with them with my time in Blankspace. Called the Prodigals. It's a gang of societal misfits, and they live here in the Mediumville district. They are led by Father Pedro Truvia. They're based out of the Hearth of Unity Church. Basically, they get away with a lot. The guards don't really do it. As long as they stay in this district, the guards really don't do much. They don't say much. They tend to get away with a lot of theft, illicit substance distribution. As long as they don't go out of the town, the Mediumville district here, the people don't really care what they do. I've never been a member, but I've definitely been. I've infiltrated it multiple times, and I've got an inside guy, High Priest Armando. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Armando.
Yeah, High Priest Armando. So he might be maybe someone that we can go talk to in regards to this horse stuff.
Insert Rorick from stage left.
Yeah, I was gonna say we cut to Rorick. Where is Rorick?
Oh, Rorick's walking back. He's got a piece of paper.
Oh.
In other news, I've got us signed up.
For?
It's a surprise.
Des claps, jumps for joy, really excited about it.
This is a real positive guy.
Thanks, Des. I knew I could trust
This is a real team player.
Great initiative, Roar.
Yeah. All right, follow me, guys. It starts in like 5 minutes.
Where at?
Right around the corner.
Wonder if it's an open mic night.
Oh, even better.
Karaoke.
Come on, follow me.
I say Blankspace.
And I'm gonna just start walking down the road.
I'll follow you.
I guess I'm following.
Yeah.
And we're gonna just keep walking. It's not that far away. And then Rory's gonna stop in front of a building, put his arms up to showcase it. He goes, "Guys, it's time for art class!" And he starts walking in the door.
It's just a pottery painting.
It really is. It's just an open art studio.
Wait, did you pay for this?
The sign says free. But I also can't read, so I hope it said free. And Rory's still walking in.
There is, in fact, a sign on the door that says free lessons.
Oh, okay.
Thank goodness.
This is a big waste of time.
Free lessons for those 15 and young.
If you would like to check for fine print, please roll an insight check.
No.
Or I guess perception. I don't know.
I'll
Investigate.
look for some
I'm gonna look
fine
at the.
print.
I'm gonna try and read it.
Okay.
Maki was walking in
You
when he
said
saw
perception.
free.
Yeah.
You heard free, said all right.
What is 15?
Oh yeah, there's some fine print.
I
The fine print, which Des reads, it says free lessons, and then underneath in a little like asterisk it says must purchase final product. Unpurchased final product will be sold in the store.
That's not so bad.
You can make it, but you have to buy it out.
Free labor.
Yes, exactly.
How does this make us money?
Are you talking to Rourke? He's inside.
I'm just talking to anybody that's listening.
Maki's inside.
You're
outside.
Des puts his hand on your shoulder and just shrugs and walks inside.
What is
Keto's inside.
Keto's inside.
I'm gonna walk inside and be like, this is a big waste of time. No.
And inside is a man.
I tell him stop. I just put my hand. I'm sorry, my wing up. Stop.
No, we have hands.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna put my hand up. Stop.
Oh.
I'm gonna go. I got business to take care of. I'm meeting in 2 hours at the Burger Beast. That's a local restaurant. Some of the staff are members of the Misfit Munchers Blood Ball team. Maybe we can kind of figure out how to get involved in Blood Ball.
That's a cool team name.
How long does these lessons take?
The lessons are as long as it takes you to create beauty.
All right, you guys got 2 hours. I'll meet you.
Easy.
I mean,
I'll probably be bored after an hour.
Participants are able to create beauty.
You're gonna be bored after
in
10
2
minutes.
hours.
No.
Especially.
Have you
when
ever
we are
thrown
2
paint?
hours- And he just gets cut.
Throwing paint's so much fun.
2 hours, Burger Beast.
It's like you're allowed to like destroy something, but like they call it art, and I think that's hilarious. Like I just come in here and massacre these brushes. He looks over at the painter dude, and it's art.
As long as it is beauty.
See?
Yeah, don't worry, Gregor. I crap beauty.
Nice. All right, 2 hours, Burger Beast. You guys have fun, I guess.
Deal. I'm hungry anyways, so let's get the painting, boys.
All right, so Feather, you take off to do whatever you need to do, which we'll get back to.
Dad's house.
Oh.
McGregor's father's house.
Oh, okay. That's going to take an interesting twist.
Wonderful.
While the rest of you are all painted.
To be honest, when I came up with this bit, I was just expecting a hand wave. I was not expecting a full class experience.
Sure, why not?
I'm just gonna establish that right now.
This is Criminals of Isla Numus. It doesn't really take place in seasons. This is just an ongoing episodic situation. So whatever you guys want to do, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So the man inside, he has a bald head with a ponytail coming out. It's the only hair that he has on his head that comes far out. It's very well like I don't even know what they use for that. It's just got so many like wrappings in the hair that it comes out like a foot before the ponytail actually like comes down. He has a long, very thin, pointed beard that comes like really far down to like about his belly button. He is actively levitating in the air with his arms held outwards in like kind of that classic meditation pose, while his legs, of course, are crossed in a crisscross situation. And he just floats there, and he says, "Please have a seat, and we will create beauty." And you see before you, there's a series of just kind of stone stools. And then next to them, you have the stone thing, the wheel with the little paddle on the bottom that you push to cause it to spin. Yeah. And each one of them is already set up with a little thing of clay, and there's a little pot of water next to each one of them as well.
I will sit down and spin some clay.
All right, sounds good. Are you all spinning some clay? Those of you that's stayed?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Keto is gonna find himself a blank canvas.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm on a canvas.
Oh, you want to paint? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Feel free. And he hands you kind of just like a really beat up looking canvas. Like it's already got some stuff on it, to be honest with you. Like maybe some coffee stains or maybe they're just some dirt marks. And he says, "These are the ones that we use for teaching. If you can truly make something this worn and weary into some beauty, then you are a true artist."
Rorick looks at Keto.
Yeah, sure.
He hands you some
Keto has a plan.
equally beat up brushes and gives you a various color palette of paint.
He's gonna look over at Fizzlefingers and say, "Do you trust me?"
Rorick, Fizzlefingers, Rorick scoots away and says, "Sure."
Okay.
Right. And then Des, you're doing pottery. Dave, what is Maki doing?
He's examining the pottery that's already there.
All right. Oh, the pre-made stuff. Oh, okay. There's a wide variety of different shapes. Some of them are pots, some of them are vases, some of them are cups. Some of them aren't really much of anything at all. It just kind of looks like a weird mishmash with some paint splattered on it. Vaguely, I guess, abstract and artistic per se. But they line the shelves. There's pretty wide variety of these art pieces. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I'm looking for a round pot.
Okay.
I walk over to Des and I'm just like, I used to know this This chicken-loving fella. He wore a lot of green. You know, he'd take pots like these and just break them open, and he would find money in them all the time. Oh, what was that guy's name? I can't quite link the memory with my past. I'm half tempted to, if only I could just reach out, somewhere where he's not looking, across the room, and knock one off the shelf.
I was about to say, is Maki holding one? Because Des would have absolutely knocked it out of his hands after hearing that.
No, and as Maki describes his inner desire, he reaches out his hand as gestures towards like a pot on the other side of the room and casts Mage Hand.
The same thing.
The Mage Hand.
I forgot that you had that.
A spectral hand appears across the room by one of the pots and tips it off the shelf. To Maki's surprise, almost.
And
like, whoa!
It's across the room, so it hits the ground, it shatters. Oh my! What is this? And the man just kind of like floats over and says, "How strange! One of the pots has fallen from its shelf," and he starts to like float down and pick up the pieces in his robe.
Was there money inside?
There was not money inside.
Whoa!
Des shakes his head in
See
disappointment.
See that, Des? No money in there, but there's like a weird floating hand there. Did I do that, or did you do that?
Des shrugs, throws his hands up, thinks about it for a second, and then a bunch of little stick people come around.
Oh no, the stick people!
Des points in astonishment at the stick people who have formed a spectral hand. They knock over a vase.
What? Oh dear! The beauty! It is being destroyed.
Oh,
Look at it fragmented on the floor.
Disperse.
Oh, so it was you. Oh, wait, let me try again. Behind the guy, I knock over another vase.
For the two of you that are painting, I'm not sure if you're distracted by this or not, but what exactly are you two painting as you hear the occasional clay object being shattered in the background?
He's just going back and forth. Oh my goodness.
In the background, you can just hear
Die, 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 die.
as Rorick is just taking his two brushes and he is stabbing his brushes into the paint or what, the easel or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. And he's just got red paint on him and he's just stabbing away at the whatever it's called.
Why am I thinking
The white big
palette,
canvas.
the canvas, thank you. Yes, yeah,
just
right.
stabbing the canvas while going die, 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 die.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what he's doing, but he's asked me to trust him, so I don't know.
Trust him. I'm thoroughly
Rorick's
intrigued.
currently ignoring him as he's going to town on this.
All right, sounds good. You have a very polka dot splotch pattern going on. Are you using any particular colors or
Red.
Red. That's what I was gonna guess. Awesome. All right. Is it various tones of red or is it just one?
Sure.
Mixed.
Sure.
Okay. Just
Sure.
for contrast. Okay, that's good.
Well, sure.
Okay.
He just grabbed all the red ink paint and he just splat it into like a pile.
Right.
And he just splash, splash, splash.
Nice.
Painting, painting, painting.
Awesome.
Splash, splash, splash. Painting, painting, painting.
Right on. All right. Awesome. Keto, what are you painting?
Keto is gonna turn over to Rorick and ask him, hey, when you're done with that, I'm going to need a model. Don't worry, it's not a naked model. You're really just gonna be more of a stencil.
Why don't you just paint me in my natural habitat environment? Like this. Die, 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 die. It's because I'm really good at killing things, you see? I'll go a little slower if that'll help. Die.
No,
Die.
this is
It
easy.
doesn't really... my paint's not going to look as good if I'm slow, but if that's what you want...
we could try. Do you mind getting a little bit of paint on you?
Sure.
Okay.
Where?
Everywhere.
Okay. Rorick just slaps the red paint on his mage. It's straight up. Just puts both his hands in it and just starts smearing it on his head.
And as you do this, you just
He
hear...
says, as I bathe in the blood of my victims, I too become one with their souls. I'm getting into character. Is that help?
As you do this, you're just hearing... Oh dear.
When they're done, Des, however, would like to make a piece of pottery.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So while Maki is, I suppose, continuing the occasional donk of a piece of pottery, what is Des making any particular shape?
Yes. Des would like to sculpt the face of an ogre.
Oh.
And his hands, it's a teapot, and his hands are the handles, and they are reaching to the side of his cheek where he's popping a massive pimple. That is the spout of which the tea comes out.
Oh gosh. Oh, nasty, but also fantastic. Do I think it would be performance.
It's a 12.
12? Okay. Yeah, it's moderately good. You can definitely tell what it is. Some of the shapes that make up the ogre are a little bit simple, maybe a little bit cartoony or whatever the case, but the concept is there, and I think a person could look at it and be like, oh, it's either an ogre, maybe a troll or something, but yeah, I see the zit popping and it comes out the spout.
Perfect.
So yeah,
that's all that was desired.
That's amazing. That's fantastic. Awesome. We'll jump back over to these painters. All right, so Keto, you're painting away a painting of Rorick.
I have not touched the canvas yet, but I will now elaborate on my vision.
Oh, okay.
Do I need more?
Okay, so I'm gonna whisper to Rorick or talk to Rorick. Okay, so this was inspired by my days as a bounty hunter. Of course, back in those days, it was usually blood rather than paint. But the plan is we're gonna stick you in front of this canvas, and you're gonna stay absolutely still, and I'm gonna splatter paint with my weapon on you. It'll be like a stencil. You'll be the negative space, to use the term you just said.
Oh! Well, so I shouldn't have put the paint on before.
No.
Oh.
But we could maybe make it some impression.
Because I was going to add, I was going to go get a mop head.
Let's make an impression
and make it blue.
Well. Just stuff your face into it.
And then put the mop head on my head and have my frosted tips back. But yeah, we can do your idea. Just tell me where to stand.
Right there is good.
I haven't moved.
He's just going to take this.
Do you want me to pose? Like, should I act like, oh no, you're going to kill me?
Sure.
Or should I be like, Fozzie, finger guns?
The more terrified, the better.
Kill him.
More terrified, okay.
And then I'm going to take my glaive.
I'm going to get into character.
Mm-hmm.
Stick it in a bunch of red paint.
I'm going to be killed. Mm-hmm. I'm fearing death, which has never happened, so I don't really know what. I'm going to make the face of all the people I've killed before.
Of the face of Scream.
Oh! No, please, no! No!
And
I'm on my knees.
Oh.
Should I be on my knees? I felt like this was what my character needed, on my knees, pleading. Should I have my hands together? Please, don't kill me.
Just hold that pose.
Okay, so I'm praying to God. Hands up in prayer.
And with
on my knees.
With a mighty slash of my glaive, covered in paint, it's going to, miss you, obviously, because I don't want to kill you. But the paint is going to splatter off the glaive onto you and then on the canvas behind you.
Right on.
Leaving a negative space.
Nice. All right, I see what
We're
you're
just
going
going to
for.
proceed to do this repetitively until there's a faint outline of Rorick surrounded by red paint streaks.
Very cool. Here's what I'll do. I want Rorick to roll just a d20, and if it's above a 10...
10.
Oh, all right. We'll do 10 or higher. I'm going to allow the assist. I don't know. You have a pretty high performance, though, right?
Rorick?
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that definitely is going to work. All right, so you're assisting since you're the model.
Character. I'm really
so
in
then
character.
I'm going to, because of that...
People dying don't move.
That's true.
Because they're so scared.
Right. So with that success, I'm going to give Keto advantage on a performance check to make the painting. So you get to roll that d20 twice, add your performance.
Well, my performance is 0.
Oh, okay. Well,
not very artsy.
We're crossing our
Good
fingers.
thing you've got
a great model.
Net 12.
Naturally a 12.
Yes. For the most part, you can make out that it's kind of a blank space, sort of silhouette-esque kind of picture with the way the paint splatter, but some of it definitely, kind of got over into the area where the figure would normally be, and it's not perfect, but I think the concept comes across. And Maki, are you still knocking over?
No, Maki walks over to the painting studio part of the building.
There's paint everywhere.
Yeah,
I do
there's
want
a
to
lot of
there is
paint.
everywhere. You really distracted this
A lot of
guy.
red paint, especially.
He's
Starting to leave little red bird footprints on the ground as he walks through here. He takes one of the discarded practice canvases or whatever.
Right.
And he takes it, he goes behind an easel, and throws it on the ground, bends over it, lets out a steaming bird poop.
On the canvas.
Yeah.
No, that's hard.
Do a performance check.
Yeah.
The real question is, what do Kenku and Eric Conqueror's poop look like?
I would
Are
assume
they
like
solid logs, or are they like the white splatter?
I think it's like the white
That's
splatters.
a 7.
Oh gosh, oh man, it drips off of the canvas in ways that I don't think you can legally do on a podcast within a PG-13 rating. It's just disgusting.
Oh.
And as you do that, the man hovers over and he goes, "What are you doing? That's not beauty. That's excrement. All of you, leave my shop. You have made a mockery of beauty."
You just have poor taste.
Yivorti, leave! I am infuriated. I need to go meditate.
Dez carries his pimple popping
Oh yeah.
thing to him and smiles as he hands it to him and then leaves.
He takes it and he goes, it's moderately decent. I will sell it. And he sets it on the shelf.
My mage hand knocks it over.
And it just hits the ground because it's still soft. It hasn't been. I have received nothing from this transaction. And he kicks all of you.
Rorick points at his painting. He goes,
Oh yeah, I never had you do a performance check for your painting.
"You didn't need to." And Rorick points at his painting and goes, "That'll make you something."
And it's just a whole bunch of just dots,
It's-
like red dots all over.
It's just red splotches on the paint.
And he says, "Stop! Everyone stop!" And he floats down towards this painting and he says, There's something here. This is beauty, true beauty. You, little goblin, you have created beauty.
Rorick pulls his arms over his chest and looks at the rest of them. "Do you hear that? I'm an artist. I always knew."
All of you, leave, except for you. I must.
Nah, I'm out of here too. Do I need to sign it though?
Please, yes. That would bring the value up even higher. Ah.
Hang on, we can't say that.
Guys, how should I sign it? I've got a few ideas. Rorick.
How about you give it a smooch?
Oh, I was just gonna lick it.
You are covered in paint.
I'm going to take my thing. Rorick's gonna take his finger, his thumb, and he's gonna press it up against his forehead on all of his paint, and then he's gonna go find a corner of the painting that he never put blood on. Well, blood, quote unquote blood. Wherever there's a clean spot, and he's just gonna press his fingerprint onto the painting, and then pull it off to leave a fingerprint mark, and then he's gonna be like, "Perfect! It's signed, sealed, Rorick approved. All right, let's get out of here, boys."
Yes, it's perfect. So unique. Anyone can forge a signature, but to forge a thumbprint, it would be nearly impossible. And he shouts out after you. He says, "Please, Go to the shrine of the everlasting flame. If you're in the Atlantic Heights district, show them your talent.
Maki takes careful note of this painting as he leaves.
All right.
Did he say anything at all about Keto's painting?
He did not. He was very distracted by yours.
Keto, did you just take your painting?
No.
No, he just left it there along with
That
the
was
rest.
just martial training.
Oh, okay.
It's free lesson.
He just really wants to kill Rorick, and that was the closest he could get without actually
Jeez.
doing it.
Oh, that is interesting. All right, and with that, we will end episode 9 of Criminals of Isla Numus. Thank you so much for listening to Criminals of Isla Numus, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast set in a homebrew world created by me, Skylar Gorset. If you've been enjoying our show so far, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe wherever it is that you're streaming from, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or anywhere else that podcasts can be streamed. Or just check us out on our website, sessionzeroheroes.com. Additionally, if you enjoy Coin, you might enjoy some of Session Zero Heroes' other shows, such as our Benders and Brews and Avatar Legends Actual Play, where we jump into the world of Avatar The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra using the Avatar Legends system created by Magpie Games. Or one of our various one-shots, which we are currently coming out with, where we use a variety of games and TTRPG systems to tell a variety of fun, exciting, emotional, and hilarious stories within our group. We have all sorts of other content that we highly recommend checking out within the SZH channel, and more to come in the future. To find out more about what we do at Session Zero Heroes, and to keep up with a lot of the other content we produce and be made aware of future projects, shows, and content, be sure to follow us on social media on Facebook, X, Instagram, and Discord. These are all great ways to get in contact with our team, as well as to keep up to date with everything that we're creating and working on. We'd love to see you there. In the meantime, thank you so much for listening, and don't forget to stay curious, stay heroic, until we roll again.